God, it's so tiny in my hands. This is where my Xbox used to crash because there's too many enemies.
My apologies. I think I've lost them.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
What was that? You hand over.
Time out. Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You laid off that extortion.
What do you care? She ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let her go.
You soft Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day.
I'm fine. Thanks for taking care
Good.
of him.
Now don't let this insect. Good neighbors of the people.
Yeah.
Good. So
Sure.
long as you remember.
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, not by then, come in peace, Mark.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me.
Let's see what you've got.
Murder.
Whoa. Now that is some armor. Check out those hydraulics. What? You... Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari? She's downstairs.
Dr. Amari?
Thank
Wait, I know
you.
you. You're on the railroad. What's this all about?
Yeah, I'll text you.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's
I know
dead.
it's asking for a miracle, Amari.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse.
Technically, the corpse was defiled already.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this.
Fine.
So do we.
Could you say that like Dr. Frankenstein? Igor, fetch me the brain!
No, I will not. Now, do you have it?
Here's...
Igor, fetch me the
What's
brain!
This isn't a brain.
God.
This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he
That's
compatible?
exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. Even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
We should try plugging you into a toaster next. Fresh
It's
toast.
nice to know that even when I'm about to have a foreign object shoved into my noggin, you find new horrible ways to laugh at my
Whenever you're ready,
expense.
Mr. Valentine.
If I start
Yeah, you
cackling
know it,
like
Nick.
an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight
No,
change in your
I
cognitive
won't.
functions could be done. Are you feeling any different?
A lot of flashes. Static. I
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
can't make sense of any of it,
That's
Doc.
what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connections appear to be stable. Hopefully, it'll be as simple as unplugging the implant once we're done. That doesn't get around the current problem. The memory encryption is too strong for a single mind. We load both you and Mr. Val. He'll act as a host.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
God damn it. My game had a bug. It does every once in a while. It's modded.
Well, Mr. Valentine,
Dr. Amari?
Yes? Wait, I know you. You're on the railroad. What's this all about?
Doctor, it's time for you to reverse death itself.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that...
Technically, the corpse was...
This dead.
Fine.
Could you say that like Dr. Frankenstein? Igor, fetch me the brain!
No. Now.
Could you say that like Dr. Frankenstein?
No. Now.
Here's...
What's this? This isn't a brain. That's...
Those circuits.
I'm not surprised.
So the brain is still good, right?
Possible. But there's no...
You're talking about me.
There...
Don't bother.
We should try...
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Sit
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here.
You know me. I like
I need
theft.
you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be done. Feeling any different?
A lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it,
That's
Doc.
what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are in. It appears the Institute has one last.
Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connection. He'll.
Nick and I are gonna share a mind? I'm not gonna see him in any compromising positions,
If a
am
smart
I?
mouth was all it took to solve problems, we would have found your son by now.
No. You won't have to worry about that.
I love
The only
that.
memories you'll access are the ones in the implant.
All right.
Just sit down over there.
See you on the other side.
Alright. What's good, man? Do I have to turn off no clipping? But I gotta remember, my daughter told me. Hold on. Now let's try it. There we go.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told my people always hoping for something better. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never... Mom knew how it was.
This
She
doesn't seem
wasn't
to be
soft,
what
but
we're looking for.
she loved me
There appears to be
in her way.
another intact memory.
And she protected me from
twisting in
Dad.
temporal sequence. There.
That cost her more than a few
Try that
beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kinda green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her.
Let's keep
Not
looking.
for 1 second.
I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you?
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down?
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that
If
right?
you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive.
You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed. And I had the expertise they needed. turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine. The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
Operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people... I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. Pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems offline.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs.
Just
hopefully it's all...
Find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me. And I made sure they knew it. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller. Even if she somehow got thawed out, at least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If she could take me out, they won't be able to hide from her for long. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive.
This is the one. Here.
Open it. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have. Almost.
Is it over?
Everything's gonna be fine.
Are we okay?
Come here.
No.
Come here, Davey.
No. I got
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive. God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Manual override. Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working.
Wasn't my
Was that
idea to
your
settle
son?
down with the kid in the middle
It's
of
supposed
Diamond
to be
City.
a very recent memory. So
I thought it was a terrible
news, I
idea,
think.
actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellogg.
It's okay. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines. Pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a
Forget I
priority.
said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done that before.
I hope you have additional fusion cores to spare.
Next time I have to watch someone's life story, I want popcorn.
Well, if you're cognizant enough to joke, I think we can safely say that you're out of critical condition. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
What? You don't have a spare teleporter lying around. What kind of egghead are
This
you?
is serious. No one outside the Institute could dream of making that kind of technology. Wait, maybe that's it. That memory about Virgil, their scientist who went rogue? If we found him...
I like it.
The memory said the Institute tracked him to the glowing sea, but that seems crazy. A madman would think twice about going there.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
I'll find a way to get through the rats. Don't
Good
worry.
luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
You want to try for round 2? Let's go.
What? What are you talking about?
Wait. Were you just playing a joke on me?
Guess that's for you to wonder, and for me and Kellogg's memories to know for sure. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Hey everyone, gather around. Let's kick the breeze back. Shoot the fact. Now I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters. Hey, Daisy, glad you can make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you on a date with Borowski the other day?
He wishes.
all right, we're getting off track. What was it?
We should head over to the Nakano residence when we can. Find out what their case is about.
You're dead!
anything useful?
Off we go.
Nothing there now. Anything there?
Something out.
I'll find you. Nick, Jesus. I know it was you from the start. I'm never to jump you. I owe you. Big time. Whatever you need.
Oh
Yours.
yeah, don't mention it. I'd see you made something of yourself, I suppose. I think we're just gonna go.
Hey. Hey there.
That's the encounter. I knew there was one, but didn't realize it was that one. Yeah, let's cross the waterway. Quick, I can at this place.
I don't think we're alone.
Damn it! Come in! I know you're listening on the other end. Where is she? Where is...
I hope you don't mind. We let ourselves in.
Nick! Thank God. You need to get to work right away. She could be hurt. She could be...
Slow down. Kenji, was it? Why did you go over the details with me and my partner?
You have to get to work right away, Detective.
So, what's the story with you and
Nick didn't tell you? Ran with him on one of his cases a few years back, searching for some sort of lost heirloom. He needed Things didn't end well. We were double-crossed by the client once we had what he was looking for.
Right. Yeah, it's starting to come back to me. Sorry things ended
We got
sour.
out. That's all that mattered. And now you can return the favor by finding my daughter.
Yep, that's me. Lowly partner. I don't even get real business cards.
Right. Getting back to my daughter. It all started with this damn radio.
Our daughter Kasumi likes to fix things. The radio was her latest project.
Until she made contact with some kidnapper who lured her away from
Or maybe
us.
she left on her own. She's not a child anymore. Our daughter is 19. She knows how to survive, and she's capable. I think maybe she left because she wanted her own life.
She would have told us where she was going. She would have said something. I know my daughter is in danger. I can feel it. Find her, please.
Let's talk money. Investigations for the missing aren't cheap.
Sorry about this, Kenji. Expenses and all that.
Of course. How does 350 cap sound?
We'll find her. Don't you worry.
Thank you. Her room is upstairs if that helps. And if you had any more questions about her, just
Don't
ask.
worry, Kenji. We'll get to the bottom of this. Just sit tight.
Mr. Nakano.
Did you have questions? About my daughter?
Tell me more about this radio she was fixing.
I've tried to get that damn thing to work over and over again. I thought she just wanted to strip it for parts or build a toaster out of it, or something, like she usually does. Someone made contact with her, and then they took her. God, what kind of twisted psychopath has my daughter?
Why did your daughter really leave? Your wife said she left on her own, but you said it was
I know it was kidnappers. Kasumi is a smart girl, but she doesn't know how horrible people can be. Not like me. Why would she just leave her family with no explanation? Someone tricked her. Got her to leave the safety of home. Every minute we aren't looking for my daughter, her life is in jeopardy.
Anything more you could tell me about Kasumi? The smallest detail could be
I don't
important.
know what more to say. She's my little girl, and she doesn't know how dangerous this world is. I never should have let her grandfather teach her how to fix these machines.
Her grandfather? He taught her how to fix the radio?
Ever since she was old enough to walk, yes. Her grandfather had an ear for machines. Kasumi picked up the knack, passed away recently. He used to scavenge the ruins in the south for parts. I kept telling him he was getting too old. Are you all right?
No more questions right now.
Work quickly, Detective.
Mrs. Nakano.
I suppose you have questions about my daughter. something wrong?
You and your husband don't seem to agree about why your daughter left.
We both want to find her. The world out there isn't a place where you want to be alone. Kenji still sees her swaddled in diapers. He doesn't see a young woman with her own decisions to make. Maybe because it's more frightening. She wasn't tricked into leaving without telling us. That was her choice. She didn't want us to follow. Why? Were you going to say something?
Tell me about this radio your daughter was working on.
I remember Kasumi was very excited about it. I figured she was secretly trying to make contact with Diamond City or another settlement. We're pretty isolated out here. She only has us for company, and Kenji can be overprotective. Were you going to say something?
I'd like to know more about Kasumi. Might shine a light on where she's
My
gone.
daughter is strong, focused, careful. That's how I know she's still alive. Why would she leave without telling us? Maybe we... No, never mind. I don't want to waste your time. Something wrong?
Every detail is important, Mrs. Nakano. Don't hold back.
It's just that we've been fighting a lot more. All of us. Ever since Kasumi's grandfather passed away. He was the only one that could really talk to her. Kenji and I don't understand machines, but those two could work together for hours. She started staying in her grandfather's boathouse late into the night. I thought she was just trying to cope with the loss, but now I wonder what she was up to.
Nothing else right now.
Looks like this is Kasumi's room.
Project log,
See if she left
dreams.
any clues about her.
Recording what I can remember when I wake up. I keep having the same one. I'm in a white room. People are talking about me like I'm not there, or maybe they just don't care. And then there's this, I don't know, jolt, like a spark of electricity to the back of my head, and then everyone turns to look at me. God, I hope I don't have it again tonight. Project log, lamp. Yep, it's a lamp. Filament plus power equals light. I swear, sometimes I think my parents break these things just to keep me busy. Project log, radio. Correction, working radio. I'll finally get some news outside this house. My handle is going to be... let's go with... Ohm's Law. That should confuse the creeps. And if someone actually gets the reference, then we'll at least have circuitry in common.
Let's keep looking. Need to figure out what Kasumi's story was. Why she left. Hidden key, huh? Good work. Just gotta find whatever it unlocks.
Project log? Myself. I never really thought about who or what I am, but God. The radio. I was right about the range. I managed to get a signal, a strong signal from up there. There's a group of people up there. They say they're all synths. Synthetic people. Made by the Institute. They're trying to build a place for their kind. Where they can be themselves and be accepted for what they are alongside human. It sounds wonderful, but then they started asking about me, and some questions came up. Questions I don't have answers to. I've always felt off, like I'm not really supposed to be here, but then there are things in my childhood I can't remember, and I've been having strange dreams. I'm going to go to meet these synths. I have to know the truth about myself. They've told me to sail up north to a town called Far Harbor. I can make my way to them from there.
So the daughter takes off by boat, but more importantly, there's a colony of synths up near this Far Harbor. We need a way to get there. Let's go talk to Kenji. He knows the waters better than anyone.
Have you finished your investigation? Did you find anything?
I think I know where Kasumi went. A place called Far Harbor.
She went that far up north? God, that explains why she took the boat. There's no time to waste. You have to go after her.
Wait, did you find out why she left, Detective? Who she was speaking to?
What does it matter?
Because I know my daughter, and if she didn't tell us where she went, then she had a reason. Don't you want to know if she wants to be found?
You're right, Detective. Did you find any clue to why Kasumi left home?
I need to ask you an important question. Are you sure your daughter's...
What kind of question is that? Why are you asking?
Your daughter made contact with a group of synths. She thinks she's
What?
one of them.
That's crazy.
She's not a synth. She's our daughter. We raised her. I gave birth to her. She's flesh and blood, not a synthetic.
It doesn't matter if your daughter is a synth, Mrs. Nakano. She's still a person
But
who
my
needs help.
daughter isn't a synth.
This is what I was afraid of. Someone twisting my daughter's mind. You have to get to Far Harbor. Take my ship on the dock. It has a guidance system, a final gift from my father, and it's built for distance.
A magic boat ride? Will there be sea monsters?
While I know the seas aren't exactly safe, I am confident the boat can get you there unharmed. At least before you go, here's the payment we discussed. I'll have something more when Kasumi is safely back
I
home.
know my partner here can be a little glib, but we won't rest until we get to the bottom of this. You two have my word.
Please.
Hold on a sec. I'm going to do some stuff.
Hanging out with Valentine, huh? Good for you. He's good people.
We sell everything. Stim packs.
I'll take a look, sure.
The highest quality.
Dad says not to.
Try not to sever anything you might miss.
And he's off. Look at my humble abode with its defensive stuff.
Identity confirmed.
Lost? This is Far Harbor. We don't get many visitors around
Weapons
here.
are what's gonna win us back our island. We don't need no freeloaders or more help, Mainlander. So you can get back in your boat and leave.
Alan, this isn't your dock. It belongs... sorry. But Alan's got...
A young woman from the Commonwealth named Kasumi may have passed through here. Her family hired me to find
Some
her.
sort of detective, huh? Well, she came through here all
At
right.
least we know she made it this far.
Damn it. Mariners incoming.
Something's coming through the fog! You, help us defend the town, and I'll answer any questions you have. Take a post at the top of the wall. Near the main gate.
Only opens with a key.
is Far Harbor. We don't get many visitors around here.
Mainlanders always think they know better. We don't need no freeloaders or more help, Mainlander. So you can get back in your boat and leave.
Alan, this isn't...
A young woman from the Commonwealth.
At least we know.
Damn it. Mariners incoming.
Something's coming through the fog! You, help us defend the town, and I'll answer any questions you have. Take a post at the top of the wall, near the main gate. The hull never lets us down. Now follow me! Careful on the hull, stranger. Don't fall off. If you do, we might not be able to rescue you in time. Man the hull! Something's out there.
You sure you saw something?
Avery.
This ain't a drill. Your help won't be forgotten. Eyes peeled, everyone!
Gate! Open the gate! I've got wounded out here!
Mariner? There's no time. Look to the fog. They're coming.
Gulpers! Oh God! Defend yourselves!
Ah!
Just...
It's over.
No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming.
Huh?
We made it. I can't believe it. Thank you.
What the hell is a synth anyway, eh?
I don't have time.
Captain?
And now you see what we're up against. The fog and the creatures it spits out have taken the whole island from my people. For your help when we needed it. You deserve this.
If you managed to survive despite all that, you must be tough.
Ornery, more like. I just...
Done cowering behind your damn hull, Avery. Time you let me deal with the real problem. With the right people and my guns, I can end those Children of Adam cultists for good.
The fog's been here forever. The children didn't make it.
Before the Rat Eaters came, the fog was under control. They come, and it all goes wrong. It's time we do something.
No need to burden a stranger with all this nonsense.
What's the deal with the Children of Adam?
They're religious folk. They worship the power of Adam, which is radiation. If you want details, you'd have to find and ask them. We used to have a peace with them until a certain hothead menace named Alan Lee...
That's enough. That preacher came into the harbor saying that it was Adam's will that we lost our land. That it was Adam's goddamn will that we lost so many friends and family. And that the Atom would wipe this whole place clean of us.
If it were up to me, you'd hang for what you did to that preacher, Alan.
What did he do to the preacher?
Alan pulled a gun on him. He claims the preacher reached for his. We don't have police, or really any law. Just custom and popular sentiment. And after everything the preacher said, it was abundantly clear doing anything to Alan would have made matters worse.
Have the children made the fog worse?
Absolutely not. There's not one bit of evidence.
Geiger counters don't lie, Avery. The fog's gotten more lethal year over year. And now the fog's covering the whole island. But only after the children came.
You know as well as I do, that's happened before. Sure, people have theories the children are involved, but no one, and I mean no one, has proof.
Sounds like you should deal with the Children of Adam. Permanently.
I'm not sure that's going to make our job here.
The mainlander sees the sense in all this.
I will do every... Sorry for all... You're here for Kasumi, right?
Right.
Getting there will be dangerous. No one knows the fog...
What can you tell me about Acadia?
Ask Longfellow. He's the only one that's been there.
Thanks for the info.
Please, lend a hand around town if you're able. Even if it's slapped away. People like the Mariner and Cassie and others. And let me say something you might not hear again. Thank you.
Don't let the island catch you off guard. Buy my guns.
Hey McD, you still in the chat? I was just curious.
Fresh shipment. All your medical and food needs. Guns, and more guns.
Alan?
Huh. The mainlander. Great. You helped us on Mariner's hull, but we didn't need it.
Hey, buddy. I was just trying to help.
Charity makes you weak. Makes you need it more and more. Until you're starving from the lack of it. What happens next time when you ain't here? Either us Harbormans... But there's one exception. Anyone willing to put those bastards down.
Show me what you got.
You got it.
What's funny is I already have one that does double damage if target is at full health. That's really funny. Does a radium rifle shoot? It's also 10 mil?
Talk with Alan. I don't have time for you.
I wonder if I can switch it into a different...
Guns, ammo, and souvenirs. Get them while they're in stock.
7.62. The would be cool, because I don't have anything for 762 yet, but I have to have 4 in science. How much do I have for science? You have to be level 41. So I'm only 2 levels away. Holy shit.
Protect your loved ones with my fine hand.
God, I wish I could take that boat.
If you ain't armed, you ain't long for this world. Buy my guns now.
Bait shop's
got the guns if you got the caps.
Excuse me.
Welcome to the bait shop. If you need any odds and ends, I'm your man.
What's your story?
Just a guy trying to make a few caps. Speaking of which, buying anything?
I'm on the fence.
Grab me when you see something you like.
You eyeing me, mainlander? You're that mainlander who just got here. Better watch yourself, because this island sees and hears. I should know.
What family are you talking about?
I was just about to explain. My family, the Daltons, was the pride of Far Harbor for generations. It was lumber and fishing that made the Daltons rich. But they got greedy. Took too much. The island's been getting revenge ever since. Ah! With the stranger's help, the last living Dalton finally has a chance to avenge her bloodline once and for all.
Let me guess. I'm the mysterious stranger who's gonna help you avenge your family.
Ah, you're a quick one. Good. You'll need your wits about you, because your part in the story is filled with danger. On to the first chapter in our tale of vengeance. That would be the sad story of Freckle-Faced Pete. Was my cousin. He was a good lad, never caused trouble. He thought all those freckles brought him luck, but, well, he was out foraging at the National Park campground when the island sicked some feral ghouls on him. Island's a sneaky bastard. Anyway, he made it back to town, but died from his injuries that night. Of course, those ferals are still out there, waiting to kill the next poor fool who comes along. Damn shame that.
Those ghouls are as good as dead.
Good. It's long past time those shamblers paid for what they did to Petey.
Alright. Also, that is cool.
Food. Stim packs. Fully stocked.
Well, I'm gonna cut that for the stream. I thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night.